Brian Sullivan, CEO of CTPartners, is here to talk about hiring and firing in the corner office. Welcome, Brian.
Greg, nice to be here. Thanks.
All right, everyone's watching these monthly payroll numbers to see who's getting hired, but I want to find out from your perspective, what's going on in the corner office?
Well, what's going on in the corner office is not a lot. CEOs are sitting on their hands. Nobody is ready to invest in America. Nobody's ready to invest around the world. Everybody is squeezing their operating margins, building up nice profits and nice cash balances on their balance sheet, but they can't look their board in the eye and say, it's time to go, let's start to invest. However, there is one group that are intolerant of a lack of change, and those are the private equity firms. And the private equity firms, and especially our clients, realize now that their business model has changed. It used to be buy a company, do some financial engineering, strip out some dividends, and flip it. Now they're realizing that the financial markets aren't going to enable that, so they've got to build in operating expertise, they've got to create shareholder value, and they know that they're in for the long haul. As a result, those CEOs are now becoming much more in tune with long-term shareholder value. That's a good thing for us.
All right, let's talk about some of your clients. CTPartners deals more with C-level employees. How do you differentiate yourself from what we're seeing right now at LinkedIn and Monster?
Well, it's a pretty vast delineation. CTPartners deals at the CEO, CFO, C-suite, general manager, regional manager type of environment. And those searches are done by people sitting down, recruiting individuals, assessing them, managing the process, making sure that the communication between the prospective client and the individual is where it ought to be, getting the deal done, and then helping them on board into a new environment.
How deeply are you digging into CEO resumes nowadays? You had a big kerfuffle with Dan Loeb and the Yahoo CEO. So what's going on in terms of how deeply are you digging?
Oh, well, CTPartners always dug deep, and we continue to dig deep. That's one of the cornerstones of what we're all about. I mean, in addition to having to do a deep background check anytime you're going to put someone into a C-suite, we also know these individuals and have known them for 15, 20 years. However, still go back and do our due diligence on some of the basics about education levels, employment histories. All those things are really the nuts and bolts of the search business.
Is there something right now that corporate boards are looking for? Do they want more social experience or technological experience? What's changed in the past few years?
Over the last 18 months, the whole digital phenomenon has been increasing at an increasing pace. If you're talking about B2C, digital access is obvious. If you're talking about B2B, still, how do you reach your clients through digital media, which enables you to sell more product at a more efficient way, lower your prices, and still retain, if not improve, your profitability? That's hot as can be.
There was an article in the paper the other day about less people wanting to become senator or congressman because of all the background checks. Are you finding that less people want to take the CEO spot, even though it pays extremely well, because of all the pressure and the digging into their backgrounds?
No, I'd love to be real cute here and draw a parallel between our fellow friends in Washington, D.C. and a CEO's office. But at the end of the day, capitalists still want to get out there, put themselves on the line, and do what's right for America, do what's right for shareholders, and do what's right for employees and other firm members around the world. So there is still a tremendous draw to the CEO suite. However, the scrutiny level and the experience level is at an all-time high as well.
And the pay level seems to be at an all-time high. Is that plateauing? We were hearing a lot of stories about CEO pay as compared to the average worker expanding exponentially. Has that leveled off?
The issue was paying people when they didn't perform. And that drives anybody crazy. I don't care whether you're an employee or whether you're a shareholder or whether you're an observer. But when a CEO creates shareholder value, expands a business, hires more people, then they're going to get paid. But to answer your question, yes, a lot of that nonsense is out of the system now.
Thanks a lot, Brian.
Thanks, Greg. Pleasure.
Thank you for watching The Street.